I want to ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself. Do you feel rich? I know it's a loaded question. You're maybe even a little bit uncomfortable right now, but stick with me. I'm Mike Brown, and I've built and sold an 8-figure investment firm. And along the way, I've made over 300 direct investments. I've made and lost millions over my career. And I've discovered something about wealth. It's not just about money. It's about freedom. In this video, I'm going to explain how to redefine wealth and create true financial freedom. You'll learn how to align your wealth with your personal values and create a life you never have to retire from. And I'm gonna walk you through a unique 3-step process that's helped over 300 high performers and entrepreneurs overcome their financial struggles and focus on living their dream lives. So let's dive in. Now, let me be clear about who this is for and who it's not for. This is for you if you've built a successful business that's generating at least 6 figures annually. You found product market fit and you're ready to scale. You're making great money, but you feel like financial freedom is just out of reach. You're overwhelmed by all the misinformation out there about investing and building wealth. And you're tired of the relentless grind and you want to create a life of true freedom and fulfillment. This is not for you if you're just starting out in your entrepreneurial journey. If that's you, focus on building your business first. And this is definitely not for you if you want some get-rich-quick scheme or a magic bullet. It's definitely not for you if you're not willing to do the deep and sometimes uncomfortable work of examining your relationship to money. If you're still with me, let me tell you how this is different from anything else you've tried before. Most financial advice out there focuses solely on numbers. Invest in this, diversify like that, follow this formula. But here's the thing, if it were that simple, there'd be a lot more rich people. The truth is, your relationship with money goes a lot deeper than numbers on a spreadsheet. It's rooted in beliefs and patterns that you've been carrying around since childhood. And no matter what, unless you address those beliefs, no amount of tactics are going to truly set you free. That's why I've developed this unique 3-step process based on my own journey as a professional investor. First, we uncover your money stories, those subconscious beliefs that are driving your financial decisions. For me, it was a vow to never worry about money, which ironically led me to make risky investment decisions. Then we align your wealth strategy with your personal values and life goals, because what's the point of being rich if you're not living a life that truly fulfills you? Finally, we connect you with the systems and the support you need to stay on track, because let's face it, we all need a little accountability sometimes. This process has helped entrepreneurs like Catherine sell her company for 30% more and save 6 figures in taxes. It's how Kristen went from stuck at that $1 million barrier, nearly doubling her marketing agency in less than a year. And it's how Seth tripled his income by finding and rewiring a subconscious belief that was holding him back from reaching his true potential. But don't just take my word for it. Here's what our community member Jeremy had to say.
My name is Jeremy Pogue, and I just want to give a special shout out to Mike Brown. I have an online business and I've learned to make a lot of money, but not how to keep it and multiply it until I met Mike. So before I met Mike, I kind of just had a shotgun approach to my finances. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I would just let cash accumulate, and then I would sabotage myself and spend it all on something. Then I would be stuck wondering where it all went and why I don't have a lot more of it, and I didn't really have a clear game plan for what to do with it either. One thing that Mike's really helped me with is putting together a very clear game plan and reverse engineering exactly what needs to happen in order to make that true. So Mike, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, man.
And here's what Nate, a member who sold his 8-figure software company, had to say.
What's up? This is Nate Winkler. I joined Unbreakable Wealth a week ago. So far, the experience and ROI have been incredible. Mike's curriculum is so easy to follow with step-by-step guides, coaching calls, and resources so that you can build, grow, and protect your wealth. For the first time, I feel like I'm going to be able to actually manage my financial future independently, and that's a huge win for me. What I didn't expect was to find a community full of other entrepreneurs and founders that are being ultra transparent in these calls. So we get to learn from each other, other successful folks of all ages. We're talking about the problems we face with our families, our finances, concerns about our future, and it's just an amazing community of folks that we get to learn from as well. As a founder, as a business owner, as someone planning for a financial future, you can't afford not to sign up for Unbreakable Wealth.
In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how we can break free from the relentless pursuit of more and how we can align our wealth with our values and create a life of true freedom and fulfillment. Because here's the truth, it doesn't have to be hard. And you don't have to put off happiness until you reach some arbitrary number that's more than what you have right now. So if you're ready to build unbreakable wealth, wealth that serves you, not the other way around, then let's dive in. Because the life you've always dreamed of, it's closer than you think. So now that you understand who this is for and who it's not for, let's dive into the meat of what we do with Unbreakable Wealth. remember, this is not just about making more money. It's about creating true freedom and fulfillment in your life. So let's break down our 3-step process. Step 1, uncover. This step is all about uncovering your money stories. These are the subconscious beliefs that are driving your financial decisions, often without you even realizing it. Let me give you an example from my own life. Growing up, I watched my parents fight every single night. I hated it. So I made a vow to myself. I'd make so much money as an adult that I'd never have to worry about money again. And this vow served me really well. It was the core driver that allowed me to build and sell an 8-figure investment firm. But when it came to preserving and growing my wealth, it nearly ruined me. And it's that second part that's the problem. My subconscious equated being responsible with money to worrying about money. So I'd spend and invest almost indiscriminately. Here's the thing. No matter how much money you make, you can't outrun a poor relationship with money. That's why uncovering our money stories is so crucial. In this step, we'll help you identify your own money stories. Maybe you subconsciously believe that money is the root of all evil, or that you don't deserve to be wealthy. Whatever it is, we're going to bring it to light and you can start to change it. Step 2 is align. Once we've uncovered your money stories, we move on to alignment. This is where we start to build a wealth plan that actually serves your values and your goals. Remember, I said earlier that money for the sake of money is empty. And I learned that the hard way. Instead of chasing an arbitrary number, we need to define what true wealth means for you. In this step, we'll help you create a clear vision of the life that you want to build. We'll help you work backwards to create a wealth plan that supports that vision. Let me give you an example. One of the best investments I ever made wasn't a stock or a startup. It was this house. Not because of the ROI, although that's been great, but it's because of the ROH, return on happiness. I wake up every morning with these epic views. It's become a gathering place for my community, a hub for interesting and inspiring people, and this feeling of gratitude that I get, knowing that I created from nothing, it's indescribable. And this is what alignment looks like. It's not just about the numbers. It's about using your wealth to create a life that truly fulfills you. Step 3 is connect. The final step is all about creating systems to keep you on track because let's face it, even with the best of intentions, our old patterns can creep back in if we're not careful. In this step, we focus on 2 types of systems, processes and people. First, we're going to help you build a virtual family office. And this is estate planning, tax planning, trust, insurance, all the things the ultra wealthy have to protect and grow their wealth. We'll help you build out a vetted team of experts just like the pros. But here's where things get a little different. We also create a peer board for your personal finances. Think about it. Publicly traded companies have boards, right? So why wouldn't you have one for your personal life? Our community of like-minded high performers provides accountability and perspective. They can see the things that you might miss because you're too close to the situation. And let me tell you, if I had this kind of system in place, I would have never made that multi-million-dollar mistake I told you about earlier. If I had to justify that to a peer board of advisors, there's no way I would have gone through with it. And throughout this process, we'll be challenging the common misconceptions about wealth, like the idea that investing has to be complicated or that you need to constantly hustle to be successful. We'll show you that true wealth isn't about working harder. It's about being intentional with your resources and aligning them to your values. I know what some of you might be thinking. Yeah, this all sounds great, but I don't have time for all this introspection and planning. I'm too busy running my business. And I get it. I used to think the same way. But here's the truth. The time you invest in this process will pay dividends for the rest of your life. It's the difference between constantly chasing the next dollar and building true, lasting wealth. Or maybe you're thinking, I'm already successful. Like, why do I need this? Well, let me ask you this. Are you truly fulfilled? Do you have the freedom to live life on your own terms? Because if not, there's still work to do. Remember, this isn't about having more. It's about being more. It's about creating a life of freedom and fulfillment. So let's recap what we've covered. Number 1, we've talked about how true wealth isn't about the numbers in your bank account. It's about creating freedom in health, relationships, time, and mind. We've also gone through the 3-step process of unbreakable wealth. Number 1, uncovering your money stories. 2, aligning your wealth with your values. 3, connecting you with the systems and the support that you need. And we've discussed how this approach is different from the typical financial advice that you might have encountered before. I want you to take a moment and imagine what your life could look like if you had true financial freedom. If your wealth was working for you instead of you working for it, and if you had the time and the resources to pursue what truly matters to you. Really lean into the vision. Can you feel the difference it would make in your life, in your business, in your relationships? That's what unbreakable wealth is all about. And if you're ready to make that vision a reality, here's what I want you to do next. Click on the link below to apply for a strategy call with me or one of my team members. On this call, we'll dive deep into your financial situation, your goals, and how the Unbreakable Wealth program can help you bridge that gap. Now, I want to be clear, this isn't for everyone. We're selective about who we work with because we're committed to getting results, and that's why we ask you to apply. But if you're an entrepreneur who's already successful, if you're making at least 6 figures in your business and you're ready to take your wealth to the next level, then I encourage you to reach out and apply. Remember, this isn't just about making more money. It's about creating a life of true freedom and fulfillment. It's about building wealth that lasts, wealth that's truly unbreakable. Think about where you are right now. Are you truly satisfied with your relationship to money? Do you feel like you have the freedom to live on your own terms? If not, then ask yourself, what's the cost of staying where you are? What opportunities might you miss out on if you don't take action? On the flip side, what could be possible if you did take this step? How might your life change if you had a clear roadmap to true wealth? I've seen firsthand the transformations that happen in this program. I've watched entrepreneurs go from constant stress and hustle to true freedom and fulfillment. And I believe you can experience that same freedom too. If you're ready to rewrite your money story, if you're ready to align your wealth with your values and go create a life of true freedom, then take action now. Click the link, fill out the application, let's talk. Remember, that life you've always dreamed of, it's closer than you think, but you have to take that first step. I look forward to speaking with you soon and helping you build your unbreakable wealth.